Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Cameron. So today I'm coming to you guys with this updated twist out routine. It is 2021, so we're doing new things, new twist out routine. So this is my twist out using only 2 products and 1 oil. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, stay tuned. My hair is still soaking wet and it's dripping on my shirt. Yeah, so it's still, that's just disrespectful. Rule number 1, we always want to style on soaking wet hair. That'll give you the best definition, it'll give you the most moisture. So I'm gonna start by defining my part. So I am gonna go with the middle part. I normally do. Let's take these out. All right, that's good enough for me. Another thing that I will do is I'll use my plastic bag and put that on the hair that I'm not currently working on, and that'll keep it moisturized. That way I don't have to keep spraying water the whole time. Okay, so here's my plastic bag. I'm gonna put that on the rest of my hair, keep that from drying out. If it does dry out, we'll just go back in with some water. It's not a big deal. I already have my leave-in conditioner on. This sun is like doing the most. So I'm back. I went ahead and put on one of my capes because I didn't want this color getting all over my shirt. So here's my hair. It's soaking wet. And I'm gonna go, like I said, I already have my leave-in conditioner in. I applied it in the shower. I always do that. And then just put my plastic cap on. So we're gonna be using today the Eden Body Works, which is one of my favorites of all time. I use this on my hair all the time, also on all of my clients. I feel like it works great with everyone's hair. So that's one of my go-tos. So that's really gonna be the only product that we use today, other than the oil. So I always recommend doing the LCO method, which is your leave-in, your cream, and then also an oil. So since we already have in our leave-in, I'm gonna go straight in with the cream, which is the Eden Body Works Curl Defining Cream. I'm gonna apply that everywhere. Let's see. Applying this everywhere. And this is when you'll start seeing the curls really pop when you apply that. I'm gonna brush that through with my Denman brush just to make sure all the tangles are out. Okay. Then I'll go in with my castor oil. I love castor oil because it's really thick and moisturizing, so you don't need a lot. But it also promotes hair growth. I split my section in 2. And the base is really important. You want to make sure you get a nice snug beginning. And you want to make sure that your twists are very, very tight. We don't want loose twists that will take away from the definition. We want it snug all the way down. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Very snug, very juicy. That's exactly what we want. So we're gonna do that in this whole section. So depending on your hair type, how thick your hair is, whether it's, you know, fine, medium, or coarse, that will determine how big you do each twist. But you can be the judge of that. This is the size I normally do mine, only because I don't like them itty bitty, because I feel like that takes away from some of the volume that I want. I don't like them too big because then I don't get that definition. So this is the size that really works for me. This hair is just all in my way. So yeah, we're gonna do the exact same thing. Getting a really snug beginning and keeping our twist very tight the whole way down. If you need to stop and brush through, make sure you do that. If your hair starts to feel dry, make sure you spray, because we do not twist dry hair. We don't do anything to dry hair. Whether it's a twist out, braid out, wash and go, you want it soaking wet, because that's what's going to give you the maximum moisture and also that definition that we want. Here are my first 2 twists. So this section feels like it's getting a little damp, so I'm taking my spray bottle, I'm spraying it. I want that hair wet. You also want to make sure you're applying enough of your cream. Once again, we need that hair. We don't want to use too much, but you need enough to give us the look that we're going for. If it's not enough product, it won't get the job done. Another thing is you want to make sure that your twists are as close to the same size as possible. That'll give you a very seamless twist out. You don't want one that's tiny and the next one being huge. I mean, that just don't make no sense, you know. We want it as close to the same size as possible. Alright, so I'm gonna do this back section. I'm gonna come back when I get to the front. Alright, y'all, so I am on the front section now, doing the same thing. I went ahead and sprayed my hair some because it was starting to dry out a little bit. Oil, that's about how much I'm putting in each section because this castor oil is just really, really thick. Want it tight at the root. Now the front of my hair, I know a lot of people struggle with this problem. The front of my hair is a lot looser than the back. It's always been that way. So if you have that problem, I am gonna show you how I've kind of dealt with that and kept like more of a seamless look. Because a lot of times if you just twist straight down, even where you have those looser ends, it'll look kind of like you have heat damage or like your hair is transitioning or something like that. We want to kind of try to prevent that. So by the time you guys are seeing this, my salon tour should be up. I recorded just kind of like a small, as you guys know, I work in a salon studio, so I have a small salon. And I know when I was moving into my studio and trying to figure out how I want to decorate and how I want to maximize my space, I watched a lot of videos. So I wanted to do that and put that, you know, out there for you guys, and hopefully it can help some people. In the future, I would love to sit down and just kind of talk about what it's like owning your own salon studio and running that on my own, because it's definitely been a learning experience. I feel like every month pretty much I'm kind of learning something new and learning a new way to kind of go about it. So I would love to just kind of share what I've learned so far. Alright y'all, so I'm going to show you how I do the front of my hair where it's a little looser. As you can see, the ends are much looser than the top of my hair. It's just a little, altogether it's much looser. So I'm going to take my brush and comb that out. So same thing, we're going to get really, really tight at the root. Really tight. We're going to begin our twist. We're going to twist just like normal. Here we want to make sure it's extra, extra tight, because it's gonna naturally loosen up, just because that's just, you know, that's how it wants to do with that hair, the curl being looser. So we're just twisting all the way to the bottom, very, very tightly. Alright, so as y'all can see, I have these straight pieces. That's not split ends, it's not heat damage, it's just how my hair curls up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I like to call a hanging Bantu knot. So I'm not sure if you guys have done Bantu knots before, but I'm going to go ahead and just twist it around my finger. And right where I stopped that twist, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap it around itself to create a Bantu knot. So that's going to give us that spiral look at the end. It'll kind of look like we put a perm rod on there, like a tiny perm rod. And that's how it'll look. That's that, and that's just how we'll secure our ends, and it works for me. I've never had any problems with it, and it looks really, really natural, like I just went and twisted it all the way down like the rest of my hair. So do the same thing up here. This is my loosest area right here at the part, and that happens for several reasons. Number one, this is the front of our hair is where we do the most manipulation. It's where we pull our hair back a lot. You know, if you're doing those slick buns, you're gonna see some loosening at the front, especially if you're doing it back to back to back. It's just how life works. I mean, if you're wearing your hair out more, then you probably won't see that as much. Me, however, I wear my hair in ponytails and buns a lot more than I should. But y'all know how it is doing hair. You just get home and it's like, no. It'll be wash day and I'm like, no, it's not happening. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry, and we'll be back tomorrow with a finished look and a takedown process. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all, so we are back and better. This is the finished look. This is day 1 of my twist out. I hope you guys like it. I'm in love with it. So yeah, we just used those 2 products and my oil, and this is what we got. So definition is high, shine is high. This is what we like to see. If you guys like this video, let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.